get the white lines out, so we're here to talk about turns. Turns are probably the least thought of and the least practiced area of the bleep test, and I just don't understand why. 15-metre bleep test for cops, you're doing 34 turns. 20-metre bleep test, you're doing at least 40 to 50 turns, sometimes 60, 70, 80 turns. Turns is where all the energy gets sapped out your legs. You're at the decelerate, so you're slowing down, which can put a force of between 7 to 8 times your body weight through your legs. You're having to stop, at the same time you're turning your body around and then you're accelerating away. So the forces that are going through your legs, into your core, etc. are massive. And if you've got really weak, unconditioned legs, that's going to take all the energy out. That's a different video. We're here to talk about a technique. I'm just highlighting the point. If you've got really shit strength and a really shit technique that's really inefficient, it's going to be sapping all that energy out of your legs and you're not going to be able to get to that full potential. So turn technique. The first thing you really need to think about is this white line. You do not need to go past it. You just need to touch the white line. Any distance past, it's a fucking waste of time. You're adding extra distance to your 15 or 20 metre shot, and that all adds up over time. So you continually step over 25, 50 centimetres every single time. So say it's 50 centimetres every time. Every 10 shuttles you run an extra 5 metres. Doesn't seem much, but say you're 5 metre short going at the end of your test. You fail your test because you can't get that last 5 metres. Fucking adds up. It's extra energy you're using, extra effort you're having to do when you don't need to. First thing, run to the line. Next thing we need to think about is getting our feet sorted. And that's where a lot of people lose energy, is they use the incorrect technique. They'll take a big step or a lunge, then they'll try and turn round. They'll be doing lots of wee tippy-tappy steps to get themselves sorted out as they come towards the line. You really need to get yourself organised as you approach the line. And the way I like to do this is we'll talk about a preparation step. And you might have seen that in some of my previous videos. The way to set your preparation step is it's round about 30 or 40 centimetres or hip width, or about your squat distance when your feet in. So I was jumping the spot a few times and land. One foot in the line, the other foot here. Get a different bit of chalk. Outside line. This is my preparation line. This blue line here. So when I'm running, rather than focus on the end line, I want to focus on the preparation line. And one foot will land in this line, and then that's the foot I pivot on. Pivot! And this foot grazes the back line. We'll come in, we'll focus on that front line, pivot, and away I go. This foot's in the back line. As we're approaching, to start off with when we're training, you can focus on the blue line, focus on the preparation line. As we get better, we're raising our head up because that helps us with our breathing. It's our lungs nice and big. As soon as we start looking down, it makes this space smaller, so our lungs don't take as much air in. So when we run towards the prep line, we're focusing it. Now, as we're approaching the prep line, I'm already thinking of getting that half turn. As I come round, I'm not staying straight on this way. I'm already getting this foot into sort of 45 to 90 degrees. It's almost running across that line there. As I'm approaching, I'm preparing to turn. I'm already turning half the way around as I come into that line. So I'm always looking directly at you guys in the camera as I come round. I'm not looking the direction I was going. So I want to come round, basically bounce off the line and come back and go the other way. So as I come in, when I plant this foot, it's already 45 degrees round. My weight's probably going to be in the ball of my foot, not my heel. So I'm going to be pivoting in that front foot and trying to keep all my weight over this leg. That'll then help me propel myself forward. I don't want to be coming in and leaning this way because all my weight's going in the wrong direction. So I come in, I've got that 45 degrees, I'm pivoting round, spinning round, get my head turned round. That helps bring my shoulders round, help bring my hips round, I'll help bring this leg round because that's the one that's driving away, and then I'm going to push off the line. Now another way to help that is, different colour chalk, is we're going to split this line in two. So split a prep line and an end line in two. And as I come in, I want to split my body over this. I want one foot in this line. I want to get this foot round that side there. That'll then help spin me round. So as I'm approaching, body, foot's closer to that line. This one's going to cross as I turn round, and that's helping to spin me round. Then I'm away again. So it looks a bit like this. But you can see yourself, I've done about 5 or 6 turns there really quickly. That's something you can do yourself. Find a bit, a car park's good. There's one of the white lines in the car park. Draw out your preparation line in blue, draw out your split line in green, and just practice. So closest foot's going to be this side, that's going to be the one that's doing the 45 and spinning. We're stretching across, we're straddling that green line. Weights on the front foot, and we're driving away. As I drive away, my right leg and my left arm's driving forward to get me going again. And it's not going to be a massive big step to pull away from. It's going to be small, short, choppy steps. I'm going to probably focus on the ground 2 or 3 meters in front of me as I'm sprinting away. So like a sprinter coming out of blocks to get myself up to the speed that I need to get to as quick as possible so I can then cruise the rest of that 15 metre or 20 metre shuttle. Another thing to think about, what foot should I turn with? What foot should be hitting this line? Ideally, it should be alternated feet the whole time because that'll put less stress or kind of share the load between the legs, which is fine. When the levels are, when you're early on in the test, when you don't have as much to concentrate on, you can sort yourself out and you can alternate, you can change your feet. But as we get to the business end of the test, when you're starting to concentrate on your breathing, you're starting to concentrate on getting that mentality of I've got to complete this, it's better just to go back to our dominant side, whichever foot you prefer to turn on. But the earlier levels, just to conserve a wee bit more energy, there's nothing wrong with changing your feet over at every turn. Change your feet over at every turn, just at the early levels. The main thing with this is, though, for technique, is to get this set up here and it's to practice. Practice, practice, practice. Practice so you can do it subconsciously. Practice so you can eventually come into this line, go the other way, so you can come into this line and you don't need a preparation line to do your turn. You've already got yourself sorted out, so you prepare yourself. You don't need your prep line to get that turn done. Quick recap, come in, plant on the prep line, already 45 to 90 degrees the foot, already 45 to 90 degrees, it's not square on, okay, 45 to 90 degrees, weight on the ball of the foot, knees probably over the toes, we're then spinning round, straddling the green line, we're already on the spin, this foot's pivoting, I'm already looking away, head's round, shoulders round, looking where I'm going, left arm's back, and I'm going to drive that left arm through my right leg, short steps to drive away to complete that turn. And if this was helpful, this was useful, please give me a follow. This is the technique I'll use with everybody to tell them how to improve their turns. But the only way they'll improve isn't just by drawing it on the ground, doing it a couple of times, it's by practice. Practice, practice, practice. Couple that with the strength training that I ask people to do, the simple stuff with the tib raises, the calf raises, the bent knee calf raises, throwing in some squats and some sort of lunges. You're then going to build up the strength in these legs, the endurance in these legs, which will then take your turns to the next level, which then takes your bleep test to the next level.